The earth we live on is a beautiful planet. Even though it is often hidden by vegetation, soil, and water, every inch of the earth's surface is covered by rocks. Rocks come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. Hello, everyone. Let's go through this very interesting chapter: rocks, minerals, and soil. What are rocks made up of? Types of rocks, minerals, fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, soil, soil erosion, causes of soil erosion, and soil conservation. These are the topics that we would be studying in this chapter. Some rocks are precious and are used as gemstones. Gemstones are usually brightly colored. For example, emerald is green, while ruby is blood red, and sapphire is blue in color. Gemstones are first polished and then used to make jewelry. Interesting, right? Now, a good question is, what are rocks made up of? Well, rocks are made from crystals of naturally occurring chemicals called minerals. The appearance and properties of minerals. Some rocks are made of just one mineral, but some rocks are made up of several minerals. Now, let's see the types of rocks. Depending on their formation, rocks are of three types. Depending on what? Their formation. You will get to know in a while. First is igneous rocks, then sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Let's start with igneous rocks. Do you know what is meant by the word igneous? Let me give you a hint. Have you heard the word ignite? Now, can you think of the meaning of the word igneous? Yes, you are right. The word igneous means fire. Deep inside the earth, rocks are present in molten state. This hot, molten rock present inside the earth is called magma. Due to intense pressure inside the earth, the magma is pushed towards the surface. Sometimes the magma cools and solidifies just below the surface to form igneous rocks. However, sometimes the magma escapes through a weak point in the surface of the earth to form a volcano. The molten rock, which now flows over the surface of the earth, is called lava. The lava begins to cool and slowly hardens to form solid rock. These rocks are also called igneous rocks. In other words, igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of magma below the surface of the earth or by the solidification of lava over the surface of the earth. Igneous rocks contains minerals like mica, feldspar, and magnesium. How interesting, right? Let's make it more interesting by knowing about kinds of igneous rocks. First is basalt. It is an igneous rock formed by the cooling of lava on the earth's surface. So, where? On the earth's surface, by the cooling of lava, is basalt formed. It is fine grained and is dark and dense in appearance. Basalt has very sharp edges. Next type of igneous rock is the one that you all must have seen very often. It is granite. It is an igneous rock which is formed when magma cools slowly below the surface of earth. It contains three main minerals: mica, quartz, and feldspar. Granite may be gray, white, or pink depending on the amount of feldspar in it. Granite is very hard and is used to make kitchen counters, floors, and statues. Next is pumice. I'm sure you all must have heard about it. Don't recall how, where, when? While think about it, I'll give you some info on it. It is light gray or cream colored igneous rock formed by the quick cooling of frothy lava over the surface of the earth. So, quick cooling of frothy lava over the surface of the earth is how pumice is formed. Pumice is porous and looks like a sponge with holes in it. It is so light in weight that it can float on the water. Powdered pumice is used by dentists to polish teeth. Pumice is also used to scrub away dead skin from your body. So, this is where you must have seen it in your washrooms. Do you know what obsidian rocks are? Obsidian is actually a glassy rock with very sharp edges. These are igneous rocks that are formed when lava cools quickly above the ground. Have you heard about Mount Rushmore? Well, do you know that it is made up of igneous rocks? If you ever got a chance to see it in person, let me know in the comments below. So that was about igneous rocks. Next is sedimentary rocks. Wind and water cause soil erosion. They carry away soil and small pieces of rock and deposit them in water bodies like river, lakes, and seas. These pieces of rocks, along with the soil, settle down to form layers called sediments. As more and more layers of sediments pile up, the layers below get squeezed together. Due to the continuous pressure, the bottom layers harden, leading to the formation of sedimentary rocks. Some sedimentary rocks are formed from the shells of tiny sea creatures. Now, let's see the kinds of sedimentary rocks. First is sandstone. It is soft stone. It is formed by the deposition of fine sand particles which get cemented by minerals. It is found in many colors like yellow, brown, red, or pink. The Red Fort and Qutub Minar, they are made of red sandstone. Have you ever been to any of these places? Let me know in the comments below. Next type of sedimentary rock is conglomerate. As you can see here, it has an uneven structure. It is formed of rounded pebbles and gravel cemented together into a hard stony mass. It has coarse grains and is found in shades of orange and grey. It is used for construction purposes. Next is limestone. It is a soft rock and made up of a mineral called calcite. Calcite is a component of animal shells. When the tiny sea creatures die, their shells and skeletons settle down in seabeds, forming layers. These layers harden to form limestone. If I say you see a kind of limestone almost every day, would you believe me? Well, chalk is a common kind of limestone. You see it every day in your school, in your class, right? Do you know what can be made from limestone? Well, limestone is used for making cement and glass. Next type of sedimentary rock is shale. Shale is a smooth and soft sedimentary rock. It is formed when layers of clay harden. It is used for making tiles and bricks. Next is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed from igneous or sedimentary rocks. When the igneous or sedimentary rocks are subjected to intense heat and pressure inside the earth, the minerals present in these rocks undergo a change and they turn into metamorphic rocks. However, the heat should not be high enough to melt the rock. Now, let's get to know the types of metamorphic rocks. Marble. It is formed from limestone. Thus, marble is a type of changed sedimentary rock. It is found in many colors and can be polished easily. It is commonly used for flooring. It is also used to make statues and buildings. The Taj Mahal is made up of white marble. Have you ever been to Taj Mahal? Let me know who made it in the comments below. And what did you like the most about it? Next is slate. Slate is a shiny and dark gray in color. It is formed from shale, a kind of sedimentary rock. It is used to make roofs or buildings. Next is gneiss. It is formed due to metamorphosis of granite, which is an igneous rock. During its formation, the minerals present in the parent rock get separated, which leads to the formation of light and dark bands. Gneiss is used as a building stone and for making other structures. Next is quartzite. It is formed from sandstone that has a very high content of quartz. Metamorphosis of quartz-rich sandstone forms quartzite. It is a very hard rock. It is used to make statues as well as in glass and ceramic industry. With this topic, we conclude our first topic, which is rocks. Next is minerals. Rocks are made up of chemical substances called minerals. Some minerals are metallic while others are non-metallic. Metals like iron, aluminum, copper, silver, gold, they are obtained from metallic mineral ores. Now, what are metallic mineral ores? Metallic mineral ores, also known as metallic mineral deposits, are naturally occurring rocks that contain valuable concentrations of metals that can be extracted commercially. Hope that's clear, yeah? Next is fossil fuels like coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum are very important sources of energy. These are non-metallic minerals obtained from deep under the ground. Millions of years ago, the land was covered with swamps. Many plants grew in these swamps. As they died, they fell into the swamps and were soon covered with layers of soil and more dead plants. Over the years, because of the heat and pressure, they get converted to coal. Coal is used as a fuel for domestic purposes. It is also used in power plants to produce electricity. On the other hand, petroleum is formed from the remains of ancient land and sea animals. Millions of years ago, these animals got buried under the surface of the earth. The intense heat and pressure slowly turned them into petroleum. Petroleum is obtained by drilling holes called oil wells into the earth's crust. Our next topic now is soil. Soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks due to the action of wind, water, and temperature changes. This process is called weathering. Now let's see the importance of soil. Soil is the topmost layer of the earth. All plants need soil to grow as soil provides necessary nutrients for plants to grow. Minerals and ores are obtained from rocks that lie under the soil. Soil is home to many animals like ant, beetle, earthworm, rabbit, and moles. So, do you think soil is important? It sure is, right? Now let's learn about soil erosion. Soil erosion is the process by which the top fertile layer of the soil is washed away by moving wind or water. Soil erosion makes the land barren. What do you think are the causes of soil erosion? There are various agents of soil erosion like wind, water, and human activities. Sometimes strong winds can carry away the top layer of the soil, leaving the soil barren. Secondly, rainwater loosens the topsoil, which then gets carried away by water into rivers and lakes. As the soil gets deposited in the riverbeds, it causes a rise in the water level, leading to floods. Sometimes the river also changes its course. Human activities. Plant roots hold the soil firmly and prevent soil erosion, right? However, human activities like deforestation, overgrazing by cattle, and plowing on hillsides removes the plant cover. Hence, the roots can no longer hold on to the soil. The soil now becomes loose and is easily carried away by wind or water. Now we have seen the problem. Now let's see the solution. Soil conservation. Soil is an extremely important resource and hence needs to be conserved, right? The protection of soil against soil erosion is called soil conservation. Soil erosion can be prevented in many ways like afforestation. Growing of trees on a large scale is called afforestation. Deforestation causes problem, so solution would be provided by afforestation. The roots of plants hold on to the soil firmly and prevents erosion. Next is terrace farming. On hill slopes, steps should be cut for growing crops. How does this help? The steps reduce the speed of water, thus reducing soil erosion. Also, the soil eroded from one step gets deposited onto the next step, thus preventing further loss of the fertile topsoil. And lastly, construction of embankments. Strong embankments of rocks and stones are constructed on both sides of rivers and streams, which help to prevent the flooding of nearby fields. This reduces damage caused by the floods. Similarly, growing cover crops or building bunds and fences help in reducing soil erosion. With this, we complete the chapter under 20 minutes. Bye bye, have a nice day. Go through the video 2-3 times to understand the things nicely and memorize them well. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.